Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? At one point in time, you got to take a chance on you.
Nothing but nonsense.
Welcome back to episode 10 of Nothing But Nonsense. Spill it in front of I can't remember. The all-time leading point scorer in the NBA. I'd like to ask you.
Person? Yeah.
Favorite cereal?
Cheerios. Really?
So we will see you in the next episode. Deuces. What's up? Welcome back to, I think, episode 42 of Nothing But Nonsense. I'm not totally sure, but today we are joined by one of my high school friends, Zaire Z. He has a long story of trials and tribulations, overcoming mental health, becoming an amateur boxer, personal trainer,
yes,
and an insurance agent,
yes,
and a new father. Yeah. So you've got quite the story. I would love for you to be able to share with us and the viewers about how you overcame your mental health challenges, how you hustle with a daughter and all the 3 jobs that you're trying to pursue, and your passion for boxing, which I find, and fitness too, which I love. But yeah, like I said, I noticed your something switched in November, right?
Yes.
In 2023,
yes,
something switched for you, something clicked, and you said, "This is it. This is my time to change everything that I'm doing right now." What was that switch?
That big switch was pretty sure November 2023 when it was that. Oh yes, that was when the exact time I just got admitted to hospital. Mm-hmm. When I just got everything that happened to me. Like right now, I have progression. I basically have an undergrade felony right now. I'm on 2 years probation. When I was dealing with that, it happened because I was dealing with selling marijuana. Mm-hmm. Right after that happened, like at November time, I get out of mental hospital. I did my time. I did like 1 day in jail, mental hospital, came out, and everything was different. Everything different. Everything was. I was just honestly just lost, bro. Like I had no direction. No direction. I didn't know anything what to do. Anything. So I was like, all right, if I don't know anything what to do, I do know I could do this. Build a routine. Change the way I think. Not the way I am, change the way I think first. Because my biggest issue was the way I was thinking. It wasn't my physicality. It wasn't how I was looking. It's how I was thinking. So I went into straight, I call it monk mode. It's where you are just diving straight into yourself. Mm-hmm. You are loving yourself. You wake up and you love yourself. I woke up every morning. First thing I did was say thanks to everything. Everything I had. I don't care if it was the smallest thing.
Count your blessings.
So when I woke up, I'll say, thank you, I have legs. Thank you, I have feet. Thank you, I have this. I will say thanks for everything. That's like, it felt better. I started saying, oh man, I have this, I have this, I have this. So I built a routine first. First, I woke up my mind. I built a routine. At the time, I was looking at Denny's. And I was looking at Denny's, plus I was driving my daughter to babysitting, and I was walking to Denny's. So the morning started for us. She had to be at daycare by 7 o'clock. So we had to get up by 6:30, maybe like 4. But I was getting up at 4 in the morning. I started getting up at 6, and now I'm working my way down. Mm-hmm. At 6, then 5, then 4. So by that time, I was getting up at 4 in the morning every single day. As soon as I got up, before I did anything, I said thanks. Said thanks for everything. Then I went to my journal, and I wrote 10 things I'm grateful for, and 10 things I have. I wrote that. Then I got in the shower, and then I did my face care, and then I worked out while in the shower. By the time they even got up, I already was ready.
You were ready to go the whole day? My
whole day was planned out. I had everything planned out. And then now I drove my ex now, but my ex, I won't be polite, but my co-parent.
Got it.
I broke up with my co-parent. Then I would drive all up there, and then she would drive me back, and then I would walk to Denny's. I had Denny's at 9 o'clock, and then I would walk to Denny's, and then I would go to Denny's. I had Denny's from 9 to 5. From 9 to 5 was miserable, honestly, bro. Miserable, because I was stuck in one spot the whole entire day. Miserable. It was honestly miserable. But then at 5 o'clock, she would come pick me up from work from Denny's, and she would drive me down to Boston and Wexford to Max Fitness, and I would start at 6, but I got to do all the time at 5:30. I did my 5:30 routine. I stretch, work out. Probably start at 6. I worked out. I did 6 from 8, and then on those days when they needed me, I would go back to work from 8:30 to midnight, and then I would walk home.
And then wake up at 6 or 5 or 4 in the morning
and do it again, and do the same thing, and do the same thing, and do the same thing, and the same thing over and over and over again. At first, it was challenging as hell. I was like, this is not worth it. But I started noticing that I started thinking differently. I started feeling differently. I started to need to work out. I started to need to do this every single day. Every single day. And it just kept building and kept building and kept building. And now we're here.
And look at you, dude. Like I said it. Like I'll post if you're cool with it. I'll post your transformation pic, the one of you in the kitchen cooking in November, to a couple of your boxing videos now. Like, dude, you look good. And I don't mean that as like a weird like, but like you look good. You know what? And I'm proud of you for that. And I know I don't necessarily talk to you all the time, but you know, hey man, that's Zaire. Like, dude, look at this kid. He looks good.
You know what resonates with me the most? What you just talked about, the waking up and saying thank you. Do you know who Charlie Rocket is?
I don't. I'm pretty sure I don't know if name somewhere.
Charlie Rocket. Yeah, his story is incredible as well. He was music manager.
Yeah.
Turned Nike athlete.
Yeah.
But he's not the typical Nike athlete that you think of. You think of Nike athlete, you think LeBron James.
Yeah.
You think Serena Williams, people like that. He's just a normal white dude who is overweight and he challenges himself. But his main thing is rocket time. He's every morning. Throughout your day, you find little wins, and that's what keeps you motivated.
Yes.
Like you wake up, you make your bed. Some people just like, just another boring task.
Yeah.
That's a win. I made my bed this morning. I woke up.
Small wins.
That's a win. And it's the thing. A lot of people, like, they get these tattoos like it's winning time.
Yeah.
And it's just throughout the day, you just got to find those wins. And that kind of reminds me of how you said you wake up and you say thanks.
Fully believe
I wake up, I make my bed, I say, win one for the day.
It's the first win.
I got to work safe. Win.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the thing about, because in the Bible, they say that you are who you think you are. You have to think you're good. You have to believe you're good. Mm-hmm. Once you believe you're good, your body's gonna naturally react to how you're feeling. If you wake up, like you just said, wake up in the morning, you're like, man, I hate that I have to go to work. Oh, I hate that I have to get ups. Oh, I hate. If you change the word hate into, oh, I'm grateful I woke up. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm grateful I have this. Oh, my daughter's crying, but I'm grateful she's crying. Oh my God, I gotta walk, but oh, it's an exercise. I'm grateful that I could walk. Oh, I could touch my toes. I could touch this. I could do this. Now, people here are sicker than sick nowadays. Like, they are overly obese now, and some of them can't even touch their toes easily.
Part of my job, I sell Medicare.
Yeah.
Disadvantage plans to these people. A lot of them are disabled. A lot of them are 65 years old, can't leave a chair because they're 5'3", 240 pounds. They sound miserable, and part of my job is I help them get more benefits. That's pretty much what my thing is. And a lot of the times they're like, you don't know what you just did for me. You saved me.
Yeah.
Like, they can't even eat, and I'm giving them money every month so they can eat food now. So,
It's a good feeling.
you talk about those people that are down in the dumps, and that's what I think about.
Yeah, I'm a strong believer in your words are who you are. Yes. And your thoughts are your words.
Yes.
Like you said, like we'll repeat this a lot in the podcast, but I think it's very, very important because if I were to wake up and say I hate today, I'm not going to do anything because I hate today. If I woke up and do the things that you do and I create a routine and I say I love myself, I love today. For me, I love my mom, I love my sister. Thank you for my dogs, thank you for my life, the air in my lungs. Like, thank you for all of that. Now I can go into the new day today and start it how I want to on my own terms.
Yes.
And I think I was watching this. I think Conor McGregor had a documentary on Netflix that I watched.
Yeah.
And his thing was going into his other fight. I think it was his rebound fight to go fight Cowboy. I think it was his fight. He said he noticed that, like, when he said he was going to work out at 6, but ended up working at 6:30, he said, that's a mental loss. I already lost the one thing that I said I was going to do. Now, if you get those small mental wins, like, I'm going to eat, let's say, like, I'll eat healthier today. But you don't want to say eat healthier because now you're stuck in this general topic of now I have to do all these things that I'm not used to. But if I were to say, man, instead of eating Lucky Charms, I'm going to eat a bowl of Cheerios.
Yes.
It's a small win, but it's a win. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So for you in the routine, I love the discipline that you have for your routine.
Yeah.
But I want to transition a little bit into your boxing story because I think there are many disciplines in boxing, and I don't even box, but that I can see in your boxing videos and how you train that you try to take that into other parts of your life.
Yes.
what certain disciplines in boxing could you relate to being a personal trainer or being a father or being an insurance agent? Like what about boxing can go into other parts of your life?
One thing with boxing, you could start off as being the worst boxer in the world and become the best boxer by the end. So what boxing has shown me is that you could fail. As long as you don't give up, you haven't lost yet. It's about progression. It's about building up. Starting from the bottom and going up. Mm-hmm. You start like when I started boxing, because I did boxing as a kid. I did it when I was like 11, 12. I was always a really good athlete since a very young age. I was doing football, boxing. I was doing every sport I can as a kid. But I got into boxing. My mom said I should do it for my anger management. Mm-hmm. So I got into it. I'm doing it. I'm like, this is fun. I'm loving it. Honestly, when I was a kid, I thought I was the best sport in the world for me.
Yeah.
I'm killing it. I'm boxing. I'm doing well. But then I let my friends, my negative friends, take me out of boxing. Mm-hmm. They was like, oh, come on, let's go outside and do this. And at first I was like, no, I'm cool. I'm gonna stay boxing. And friends was like, no, let's go. And I like females, I think we all do. They was like, come on, let's go with the girls, go with girls.
Yeah.
So I said, yes, let's go. So then I abandoned boxing, but then right when I was back into boxing, I moved from Homestead, where I was standing at, mm-hmm. to Cranberry. Mm-hmm. And then I couldn't do boxing. I couldn't drive. I think in ninth grade I was 15.
Yeah, you can't
I couldn't drive to Homestead to do boxing. So from then, that was old Zaire. I came back to boxing October 16, 2023. Yup. I was 220 when I came back to boxing, like at Mac Fitness in Wexford. And I came back and I was just like hating how I was, because I wasn't, as a kid, I was a lightweight fighter. I was like 124 and my speed was amazing. Yeah. My cardio was amazing. I come back, I'm tired in the first round. I'm literally tired. Yeah. I'm tired of everything. I'm drained. I'm like sluggish, everything. But then I noticed the next day, I was still a little tired and sluggish, but then I was a little more faster now. I was getting faster more that. And then, like I said, I won't do it at 5:30. So before everyone even came, I'm already full shredding already. Mm-hmm. And I would stay till 8 o'clock. And I would get more workout and get more workout. And the first month, I didn't see nothing. Nothing was changing. I was still the same way. I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to work. Because like Joe, he said, I think you'd be good fighting at light heavyweight. Because I wanted to fight at heavyweight. That's 200 up. Mm-hmm. But he was like, I think you do better at 170, 178. I was like, at the time, I was like,
that's a big cut.
That's a big cut. I was like, Joe, his name was Joe. I was like, Joe, I can't make that. I can't make that weight. It's like, in my head, I said, it's impossible. But then I was like, what if it's not impossible? What if I can't do it? Mm-hmm. So what I did was, I didn't even think about it 178. I said, can I lose 5 pounds? Can I lose 2 pounds? Can I lose 3 pounds? Can I lose 4 pounds? And then right when November came, out of nowhere, I look back. I started at 220. Now I'm 210. Now I started looking again. I'm checking my weight every day. I went from 210 to 200. I'm losing weight faster and faster. So I just kept doing what I was doing. Mm-hmm. Kept doing the same routine. I don't know I was 190. And I kept doing a routine. I don't know I was 195. And I kept doing a routine. I don't know I was 180. I was like, oh my fucking God.
It's working.
It's working. And I kept doing it. I just kept doing it. It kept getting better and better because I'm already a naturally athlete already. Mm-hmm. My body just had to get back into it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't used to be, because it used to just be a father. It used to just getting up, raising my daughter, changing her, feeding her, laying in bed. It wasn't used to that pain of working out. Mm-hmm. Once my body got used to it again,
it's a different weapon. Yeah.
I was like, I got this now.
Yeah.
And what the question you asked, what it teach you, that no matter what or where you start at, if you just keep
put the time in,
keep pushing, the progress is the best time for anyone, because you can see where you started at and where you ended out. And then I looked and I'm already 179 and it only been 3 months, and I didn't even notice that I lost my weight. My coach Ray was like, "How much you weigh now?" I said 179. He was like, "So you know you lost 40 pounds." I was like, oh, I did lose 40 pounds. Yeah. I didn't even notice. Like, it literally, it's
just part of you now.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Boxing teach you in all aspects of life that no matter who you start as, you become better.
Yeah.
That's what boxing will teach anyone, any sport you do. No one is good at any sport. No, my people might have natural gifts, but that don't count. The natural gift only lasts for a short amount of time. Mm-hmm. But to be disciplined and determined to do it every single day, every single day. It flip a switch in your mind. Makes you be like, okay, I have to work out now.
Right.
I can work out. So it teaches you to go over and over and over and over.
It's almost like an itch. Like,
Yes.
like whenever, like, I first started getting back into working out like 2 years ago. But like, if I miss a workout or 2 days of working out, and I'm like, dude, like, what am I doing? Like, you get that itch to like go back in the gym and get your shit done.
Yeah.
And it's a fun feeling because you're like, now I'm motivated to go do my stuff.
Yes.
And I appreciate you saying about boxing because I took away from that. My dad always used to say to me, like I said, my dad passed, and this is one thing that I carry with him all the time, or with me all the time. He probably got it from somewhere else, but this is what he would tell me all the time. He said, hard work beats talent every single time.
Yes, that's I see a person on my boxing wall.
Is it?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I love that. I love that so much just because Noah and I did not start out as podcasters, and I'm not coining us as podcasters, but we podcast. And in the process of trying to learn all of it, I'm slowly getting better at it every single day.
Yes.
Like, can you get better at it even if you get better 1% today, you're 1% better than you were yesterday.
Yes.
And it adds up over time. And I appreciate your viewpoints on all of that.
And KD got a quote like that, like hard work beats talent, talent doesn't work.
Something like that. They all use it. They all use it because
That's from the movie Start. What was KD's basketball movie called? Anybody remember?
KD's basketball movie? I don't even know he had a
All right, the movie. All right, real quick. The movie goes like this. It's an old movie. It's one of my brother's favorites because he loved KD. KD's playing basketball. This random kid shows up. Gets KD's powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then KD goes in a slump.
I've seen clips of it. I don't know what it's called.
Thunderstruck, something like.
Not Magic Mike. What is that?
Not Magic Mike. Magic Mike is something else.
Not Magic Mike.
But yeah, at the end of the movie,
I just cannot think of
the power switched from KD to the kid. They were holding the ball, and KD said the hard work beats talent, and talent doesn't work, or something like that. That's how the movie ends. He has to give the power back to KD.
Yeah.
He's like, you have to say it. Talent beat hard work when hard work doesn't work, or something like that. But that's a quote me and Dylan always love to say back to each other. But I always forget it.
It is. I love that quote so much, but just because I've also heard another one too. You know David Goggins. I'm sure you know David Goggins. David Goggins is awesome.
I love David Goggins.
In one of his podcasts with Joe Rogan, he said, Joe, you'll never meet a hater that's doing better than you are.
Very true.
And I take that to the grave just because of we'll get comments all the time that say like, bro, let's start a podcast. That's a hate comment in the podcast world. And in my head, I'm like, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You're not. Let me be me, and I'll let you be you, and we'll go our separate ways, and we'll both get better at what we like doing.
Dude's name's Gilbert too. Comments in that episode.
Yeah, like I don't have to come to you and be like, Zaire, you suck at boxing.
Yeah.
That it's not even true.
Yeah.
But why would I even say that?
Because you're a hater.
Right.
I mean.
Yeah, and
it's easy to just type on the computer and say that.
Yeah.
It's easy to just go on there and be like,
Yeah.
But when I see that, I'm like, okay, I'm doing good then.
Yeah.
Because
he's paying attention to me.
Yeah.
He cares.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Any hit that pop my stuff, I pop in my inbox, I see it as I read it, I take accountability of it, and I say, oh, I'm doing good.
Yeah. Thank you. It's like a thank you to my hater.
And that's why every bad comment I get, I say, thanks for your comment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time, because thank you. Thank you. Now I know I'm doing good.
Yeah.
The more haters I get, the more good I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I take it as a great thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, say less.
Yeah.
I need to go harder now. I need to get more of y'all on my thing. Come on.
Give me more haters.
Give me more haters.
Give me more. Yeah.
Give me
I
more.
can take them.
Yeah, I can take them.
Yeah, it's just that's why we have you on the podcast today, because someone like you also respects the fact that people have other passions, and you can't hate on someone for liking what they do.
Yeah.
And so one of the things here that I'm trying to get used to for this podcast is that I want to start to make this a space for people with dreams and ambitions.
Yes.
Because those are the people that care and want to see someone else succeed. What would you say is your biggest dream right now? Is it to be a professional boxer?
My biggest dream right now, for right now or for long term?
Let's do a long term.
Long term. I'll be the greatest boxer in history.
Yeah.
That's the long term goal.
Yeah.
Long term, I have multiple goals, but the main one right now is to be the greatest boxer in history, and then also to be a great father.
Yeah, of course.
That's gonna add up with just me being a great boxer in history. But that's the biggest goal. A short term goal is just to be a better father every day. Every day is take accountability of what you're doing wrong, because no one's perfect in this world. No one is. but it's all about how you accept your flaws. Everyone has flaws.
Yeah.
But can you take your flaws and make them as superpowers? As you ever think? No one's perfect in this world.
Mm-hmm.
No one is. No. People are always better at hiding it. People are just better at hiding the flaws. But everyone got flaws.
You're right.
Everyone. No one, I don't care who you are. I don't care how famous you are or how rich you are. You have flaws.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what. So my biggest goal is to be the greatest boxer in history.
I think LeBron's perfect.
LeBron. He's a big LeBron James guy. Big King James guy.
No, he's perfect.
For you, good point.
Yeah.
He's the only exception.
LeBron, King James.
I don't know why it's fake hairline there, but that's what I said.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Let's go into dieting a little bit, because
Yeah.
I think that's something else too.
Oh, I need to do that.
He'll hook you up a little bit.
I will hook you. I'll say how I do it.
Dieting as well as, not as well as, but the food you eat affects your day.
Yeah, it
And
does.
people know that, but people don't do anything
Yeah.
about that. And so again,
Guilty as charged.
yeah, right. So going
It's
into
funny.
going into being a boxer, of
Yeah.
course you had to get this weight cut. But
Yeah.
what made you flip the switch of now I got to eat right too?
I started small. Before I was working at Denny's, so I was eating like Denny's food, like basically like burgers and fries, stuff
All the
like
junk
that.
stuff.
All junk stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I went from eating 2 burgers a day to 1 burger.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't change my diet at all out of nowhere. I stopped eating. I started less of it. Before I even worried about my diet or any of that, I worried about how much water I was intaking. Before you even worry about your diet, changing your whole diet, your body is not just going to change like that. You have to do it slowly.
Mm-hmm.
So my diet wasn't even intaking. All I was doing was just drinking water. Right now, I drink about 4 bottles of water every day. But I started off drinking 1 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke me up. So I started on water intake first. And then I will slowly adjust. So from eating one or 2 burgers, I started eating 1 burger and some fries. And then from eating chicken fingers to fries, I stopped eating chicken fingers and I ate fries. And then once I got used to my water intake and not eating bad food, I went from eating the burgers from eating at 11:30. So I started noticing that if I got up at 4, I wasn't really technically hungry until 11.
Right.
But I was feeling like I was hungry. Like my body was like, oh, eat. But then I realized that no, it was telling me that to basically, because it used to eat and right and wake up. If you actually stop, when you wake up at 4 and 5, you're gonna feel hungry as hell. Your body gonna be like, I'm hungry. It's not hunger. It's literally that's just a trick. It thinks it's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
When you first wake up, your body isn't even up yet. You're up, but your body's still
asleep.
It's still asleep. It's still not really here right now. It's just I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
So when you force it to drink water or force it to eat, now it's taking time out of waking your body up to now eat now, to now drink now. So for me, when I get up at 4, I don't drink water until 9. Because that whole time, my body isn't up yet. It's still asleep.
Right.
Even though I'm up, it's still asleep there. So I started with the water. And then when I got to go use the water and know when I'm actually hungry, I noticed I was hungry from 11 o'clock to 12. Then one time I ate. And I knew I wasn't hungry again until 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So then at 11 o'clock, I'll make they had a thing called Fit Fire or something like that. I don't know the exact name. But it consists of egg whites, spinach, and I think tomatoes. So I started with that. I didn't even add nothing else. I didn't add no mushroom, what I have now, nothing. I didn't add no rice. What I did for my bottom, I added hash browns.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was Googling how much carbs is a hash brown. I didn't, or I just did that. So I started with the egg rice, hash browns, and the spinach.
Mm-hmm.
Just a simple, the exact same thing that they would order on the meal. I was looking at the healthiest thing I could find. And I think it was tomatoes too. I started with that. I took my water, I took my break, I sat down and ate. And then at nighttime, I was like, what can I eat? But I had low budget. Most of my food I was eating was from Denny's because it was free food.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what can I do that's cheap but not gonna make me really be heavy? I was like, oh, ramen noodles. I was like, but like ramen noodles isn't good for you. I was like, I can make it good for me.
Yeah.
I can make it good. I just don't have to add all the nasty stuff. So I was like, I bet. And then my brother, he went to culinary school, so he's a really good chef.
Yeah.
And he lived with me right now. He was like, and back then I had really bad allergies. So he was like, okay, Zaire, I was like, how can I make this? How can I make this healthy? He was like, you do know about Chinese food? And I was like, yeah, what do you mean? He was like, when they eat the food, they eat it as a broth. They eat it with a whole lot of water, and then they put the seasoning in the water, and they put the noodles in it, and they don't use the seasoning for the packet. They throw the output out, too many calories. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it then. So then I made it as a broth. I diced up some garlic. I put garlic in there, and I seasoned it with lemon pepper, garlic pepper, parsley. I forget I think it was pepper maybe. Mm-hmm. And I ate it like that. And I was like, oh, this is good. So I did it every day. Every day I started. So in the morning, I ate my egg whites, spinach, and hash browns. And then at night, at 9 o'clock, I ate my noodles with the broth. And I started right there. And I just kept doing that same thing every day. And at first, man, it was boring as hell. I hated it. I was like, this is, I want a burger.
Yeah, I want a fucking burger, dude.
I want a burger bad.
Yeah.
I want a burger bad. But I started noticing how I felt eating a burger. When I ate the burger, I actually felt negative. Like I was like, I would eat it, and I was like, oh, it's so good, but then I was like,
I feel slow.
why am I sluggish right now? Like I was like shit like this. I'm like, why do I hate myself? Why am I thinking? I'm like, oh, I don't like that. But then when I ate the egg whites and spinach, after I ate it, I still felt very light. I still felt good. I felt proud of myself. First eating the burger, I was like, it was good at that moment. But then the rest of the day, I was like, why the fuck I eat that burger?
Yeah.
Why did I eat that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? I'm beating myself up now.
Right.
Now I'm wasting time. I wasted 30 minutes now and beating myself up about the burger that I ate fucking 8 hours ago.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with that anymore. I want to just eat my food, even though I hate eating this food every day. I would eat my food. But then that's the main thing. I just started. When you're dieting, you never have to make a big jump. I know so many individuals that go on diet and they go straight to a keto diet. And keto diet, I'm pretty sure it's like
no carbs.
Like that.
Yeah.
Your body is used to that. If you have been eating Twinkies and
The hash brown
processed food for the last 30 years, and then next day you switch to a keto diet,
it's a hard cut.
You're not gonna feel, you're gonna feel like death.
Yeah.
Because your body that used to that, you have to start small. So say if you're eating 5 Twinkies every day, now eat 4. Mm-hmm. If you're eating 4 every day, now eat 3. You work your way down from getting used to it, because your body won't need to eat a Twinkie every day. Now, after you get cut all the Twinkies out, now you use them like a healthy bar. You start small.
Try to replace it with something.
You never, from my experience, never just jump into any new thing that your body isn't used to yet. Your body's like oh, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And now sending all the signals to your body is saying like, hey, no, this is wrong. And now you feel bad about doing them because your body is saying to you that it's wrong.
Yeah. Now you're beating yourself up, filling yourself with the negative thoughts.
Now that wasting more time now. Time is one thing we can't get back.
Mm-hmm.
If you waste 30 minutes beating yourself up about a mistake you did an hour ago, now you wasted 30 minutes of doing proactive things. Mm-hmm. Like you said about making your bed. Make your bed, that's a small win. Instead of eating 5 Twinkies, eat 4 Twinkies. That's a win. Mm-hmm. Even though you normally eat 5 all day, you ate 4 today. That's a win.
Right.
That's a win.
Right.
That's a win. Oh my gosh, I don't drink enough water, but today I drank 1 bottle of water. That's a win. Next day I drank 2. That's a win. Mm-hmm. Next day I drank 3. Them more wins every single time.
Right.
You're never supposed to, from my experience, to jump.
Yeah.
Never. And because that definitely, if you've been doing it if you've been unhealthy for like the last 8 years, 10 years, 11 years, and you can't just jump to it.
It's hard.
It's
so hard. I've tried to diet just for me working out too, and I've noticed I'm at school, we eat chicken patties and some weed at school, right? And so instead of me putting like the worst toppings on it, like the bacon and all the grease and all the stuff like that, all right, I'll cut it to just cheese today.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
if I do that, I can win there and then go win in the other parts of my day.
Yes.
And like my mom had her nutrition license too, so she knows a little bit about that. Yeah. So, and her biggest thing for me was when I was younger and I tried to like get into the whole working out thing, she's like, you can't jump like that.
Yeah,
you can't switch it. Like, I know your grandparents are going to want to go take you out for a burger and something like that. You're not going to be able to sit down and be like, I'm going to eat this grilled chicken and a salad. Like that, it's a hard thing to do.
Yes, it is.
And so I appreciate your viewpoint on take it slow.
Yes.
Sure, time, we're never going to get it back.
Yeah.
But if you rush too fast, that time that you thought you were like, I'm going to get ahead of the game and try to better myself and do a hard cut, you're eventually going to beat yourself up, like you said. And I've done it, and I'm sure you, and like you said, you've done it too.
Yes.
And so one thing too is, you know, take it slow.
Yeah.
You'll win, but take it slow.
Bro, biggest thing that people do all the time, they're judging from other people.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on Instagram, on TikTok, looking around and see people looking so good, you have to understand sometimes that could be all fake.
Yeah.
That could be good angles.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a good sweat. That could
Good
be
lighting.
Good lighting. That could be anything. And that
Right.
person could have been training for the last 4 years. Of course, he able to lose probably 30 pounds in maybe 4 months because he's been doing it for so long. You cannot judge your result from other people because everyone's different. Some people keep weight easier than others. Some people lose weight easier than others. Some people put on muscle easier than others. But you have to focus on what you're good at. What is your strength? You cannot look on Instagram and be like, oh, look at this guy. He got 8-pack and this. That could all be fake. That could all be AI. Honestly.
Right. Nowadays, anyways.
Nowadays, it could all be fake. So you're thinking about, oh, how could I want to cheat and get fast and get like how he is. But what if this dude cheated too? So now you're trying to get what the same results he getting when them aren't even his real results. No more. His results in a 1 second picture, in that 6 second video, in that 30 second video. Out of that video, that guy could go home and fucking take off his
Take off a prosthetic or something like that.
Anything.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
To the biggest thing, take it slow and stop judging other people. Take it slow. That's the only 2 things you need to worry about. Take it slow, stop judging yourself and other people. It's the best thing you could do.
That's my favorite one right there.
What, take it slow? Stop
No,
judging other people?
Other people, man. Like when people try to compare, hey, I want to be like Mike. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Don't compare.
Yeah, that's the way to do.
I hate my girlfriend. She would always be like, "Oh, look at her."
Yeah.
Like, stop looking at that.
Yeah.
Stop. Just you're you. You can never be her. You can never be her because you're you.
Right.
I will never be freaking.
You can never be Cristiano Ronaldo.
I can never be Ronaldo because I'm me and I got to be
Yeah.
the best me possible. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
I love social media.
Yeah.
I'm very good at being able to go on social media, just take in what I see instead of being like, what does he do
Instead of
that I'm not doing?
Yeah.
I can take it in, and I love social media and I hate it for. So some people can't do that.
Some people can.
I love the part. I've never done 75 hard, but do you know 75 hard?
Tried it.
Is that a workout basically?
It's the 75 days straight of you. This is for the hard cut stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is for the stuff that we've been not advising. But this is like
It's not a diet. It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. It's not something that you should stick to your whole life. It's literally just a challenge.
Yeah, I see it, man. A challenge to see if you can beat it.
It's more. It's like again. It's 75 hard is way more mental than it is physical.
Yeah.
Even though it's gallon of water a day.
Read 10 pages of a book.
10 pages of a nonfiction book.
Nonfiction book every day.
2 workouts. One of them has to be outside. 45 minutes each.
And then progress picture.
Progress picture every single day, and maintain some type of
Proper diet.
Yeah, that's all mental.
Yeah.
That's all mental.
But
Every single one of them is mental.
Yeah, it's all mental.
I made it 35 days, and it was the best shape I've ever been in my life.
It's mental and it's repetition.
yeah, and
all it is.
the part that I love, the part that I was gonna say about the 75 hard that I love, you take a progress picture every day.
Yeah.
So it allows you to compare you to you yesterday.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now you're not comparing yourself to another person. You're
Yeah.
comparing to yourself how you were yesterday.
Yeah, like prime example, like person like. So I calculate.
75 hard. There's my progress pictures every day.
Let's see.
Day 1.
Yep.
So I have Google Sheets.
Look, yeah.
This is day 1.
I'm getting some static.
Yeah.
From
This is the last day.
no, can you watch
That's the last day. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was-
you hear that? Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. We just gotta hold the phones away from the receivers.
So then if you slide up now, like go up, go up more.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's every week. That's every
documenting it.
Every new spot is a new week. Yeah, see, I started and stuff from there, and that's my water intake. And like I said, I started at 9, and I drink water at 9, and I have to drink all the water by 12.
Right.
So I start there, and that helps you because now if you look say if today is the 25th, yesterday, now I can look for myself and say, oh, the 24th, I drank full bottle of water before 11. But then I didn't check that I got done by 11. And now tomorrow, when I look tomorrow, okay, my goal today now is to drink full water before 11. That's how you check, like you said, that's how you judge yourself. You can never be anyone else. That's why God gave every single one of us our own fingerprint. If it was meant to be
Each other,
we would all have the same fingerprint. We don't. That's the only difference between us. Our fingerprint and our DNA. That's literally the only difference. If we were meant to be like everyone else, we would all have the same fingerprint. There is about 8 billion of us now, 9 billion,
7 billion. I think it's around 7 billion.
I think it's around 7. I think, yeah.
7 billion of us, and no one got a fingerprint. No one got the same fingerprint.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about that. Like there's 7 billion people, and you're one of 7 billion.
7. Think how special you are in that aspect.
And that's another thing to be thankful for too. Like I'm me in the 7 billion. There's other people that could have been born today, but there's a reason why I was born today.
And he said the thing about comparing yourself to other people. When I see Mike Tyson, I don't want to be Mike Tyson. I want to be similar to Mike Tyson. I want to take his peekaboo style into my own style. I don't want to be him. I love being Zaire Agrate.
Yeah.
I love myself. But it's not because I'm overly confident, because I'm overly disciplined. I'm overly determination. That's why I love myself. I love that every day I'm able to go out and be great, even though I don't have a vehicle, even though I don't have a girlfriend, even though I don't have this or don't have this, but I still have me. I still have my toes, my ankles, my calves, my ligaments, my blood, my DNA. I'm able to go up and down. I'm able to get up my chair. I don't need someone to change my diaper.
Right.
This like he said about his job as a caregiver or
Medicare, yeah.
Them people cannot even get up to change their own. They can't even change themselves. So why should I be thinking like, oh, I can't do this when do it not able to do anything
and say I can do this. I can wake up today. You know? That's what I'm saying. We're gonna repeat this a lot because it is so important.
At some point, you have to understand that no matter what, you are the control of this mind. As soon as you say I can't do it, your body will immediately shut down because it's like, oh yeah, he said I can't do it. He said I can't do it. He said I can't. So why try now? He said I can't do it. You told yourself out loud. Words are powerful. Words dictate how you think about yourself. If you're saying I can't, or it's impossible, it's all gonna break you. But if you say I can, I will, I have to, I must, I'm grateful I could do it, I get to do it, I'm allowed to do it, it will change the whole way of your thinking. Right. You have to be able to say that because in this day and age, people are getting more sicker and more obese, dying at a high rate right now. After COVID, we have experienced that. Some people died in COVID. Yeah. But we're still here. Yeah. So why should I be complaining about what I don't have when I'm still alive? When I got what I have. I woke up today. Yeah. A new chance to do better. Yeah. I love that. I love that so much because, like, I brought you on today also because of mental health. Yeah. And today mental health is being noticed more in all aspects of sports and professional care and even the workplace, in school and students too. Because for a while, I think the fact of mental health and being depressed and being anxious in movies and music was okay. Yeah. And I'm not going to say you can't be anxious or depressed because people will have some form of grief or be worried about something in their life. Yeah. But they presented anxiety and depression, but never presented a solution. So now all these kids are listening to this music in these movies, in these TV shows, and they're like, oh, it's okay to be depressed. But then they're not doing anything about it. And you can't be stuck in that spot because you'll eventually just become something you don't want to be and hate yourself even more. And I think your story is so beneficial for people our age specifically because you are a father. You are a young adult father. And being able to hustle the way you do, rewrite your thoughts, and be able to do all the things that you do it's so
I'll just say awesome. I was wishing for a bigger word, but I couldn't do that. But I'm proud of you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And you should be of yourself too, which I know you are. But you know, we'll transition into another aspect of your life. I'm not a father, and Noah's not a father.
Yeah.
But we're around your age.
Yeah.
For the people out there that are our age and do have a child and are hustling and trying to make the most of they can with the things that they have, what do you do every day to make sure that you're the best father at this age?
I be myself. People don't understand. Your daughter or your son, they don't know who you are. They don't know. They're just kids. They're in a kid's world. Think about when you was a kid. You actually really notice your father or notice mother. No, you was outside playing. You were doing this, having a good time. What makes a person think that they're not okay enough for their son is only in their head. Your son loves you. Your daughter loves you. But it's your own thoughts that are making you feel that they don't love you. A kid don't really know anything yet. They're just...
People say they're sponges. They just absorb information.
I was just about to say that. They are sponges. They absorb how you react. They become a small version of you. So if you're waking up negative or hating yourself or hating life, they're gonna absorb that off of you. No matter what. I don't care. No matter what. When I got out of the mental hospital, I was 302 in the mental hospital. I mean, I was forced to stay in there for 4 weeks. That was, I believe, in October. I had stayed in there for the whole 4 weeks, from October to the end of October. I wanted the first time, and it was the most challenging experience for me in the world because I've always been independent my whole life. I've never really needed anyone else like for my own emotional support. I never really knew I had mental issues. I go to the mental hospital. I come in there the first day, and just tell me all the things like, hey, you're this, like basically label me things that I know I'm not. I know I'm not this. But it took me, when I was in a mental hospital, even though the first 3 days was very challenging, actually was good for me. Because I actually was able to the whole time that I thought I was independent, I wasn't independent, I was dependent. I was dependent on other emotions at my time, my girlfriend, but at the time, my mom, my dad, my friends that I was around, they was one giving me confidence. I never had it.
You never gave it to yourself.
I gave it to myself, never once. That whole experience, I never did. I never gave it to myself. That whole time. The whole time, I had false confidence. There's a difference between true self-confidence and false confidence. False confidence is when people, like your friends or your associates, are giving you confidence. Giving you confidence. True self-confidence is to wake up in the morning and say, okay, I didn't do good yesterday, but new day, new me. That's true confidence. We can look in the mirror and say, okay, I might not look as good as I want, but I woke up today. We transition from that to being a father at a young age. When I first had my daughter, when I first figured out my daughter was born, that what drove me, what I had was it was called a manic episode. Because when she told me she was pregnant, at the time, I had the peasant mindset. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just talking. I was doing things. But I wasn't really doing anything. I was laying on bed smoking weed every single day, not doing nothing in my life. My associate was doing the same. We were just smoking weed every single day, not doing nothing in real life. She told me that she was having a child. Scared the shit out of me. I was like, I don't know.
How am I going to be a father?
How am I going to be a father? What am I doing? How am I going to be good? What am I going to do? I don't have this or this. I don't have no money. At the time, I was in, I think, $4,000 debt in rent dues. All my bills was, I think, over. I'm pretty sure I had, for water bill, I had $1,000 in debt that I had to pay. I had $1,000 in debt in all my utilities. Every single one of them. I had eviction letters coming almost every other day. And at the time, I literally felt like there was no way of getting out of this. No way. So I was like, I need to make some, in my head, fast money. But at time, so when I figured out that she was pregnant, I stopped sleeping. I stopped eating. I stopped drinking. I stopped doing anything. I was trying to find ways on how to make money. That led into 2 weeks. The 2 weeks, I didn't sleep for 2 weeks. I didn't eat for 2 weeks, or I didn't do anything. I was up every single day. I didn't notice because the memory is so blurry, but that was when, and then the day after that, after being up for 2 weeks and not sleeping for 2 weeks, I felt amazing. I felt amazing. Like, I felt nothing could touch me. That was when I entered into my manic episode. They said when you're in a manic episode, you feel like you're untouchable. I felt like I was God. I felt like nothing could beat me. I felt I was dressing differently. I was talking differently. My stutter was gone. Everything about me was gone. I felt amazing. I mean, great. I mean, like good, like really good. And I'm like, this isn't right. But now this is gonna maybe elevate me to do something else. So when I'm not sleeping, I'm not doing that, I start trying to sell marijuana. I'm selling it. I'm making a lot of good money. But then I don't know, when my mom comes to me and says, Zaire, are you okay? You haven't been stuttering. You haven't like been talking like how you normally do. Is everything okay? And she was like, I think you might have a manic episode. I was like, fuck, no, I don't have that.
That ain't me.
That's not me. I don't get mental issues. That's not me. But then when I went home, I kind of was thinking. I was like, maybe. But then I couldn't even think because I was so far. By the time that she told me that I wasn't even Zaire no more, I was so far gone that manic episode that I was honestly just a guy that was just like, shit. Zaire was in the head, but he wasn't in control. He wasn't in control at all. I was there just probably just sitting there, but in my head I was fully ready to go. So that out of nowhere, my associate, she texted me to come to her house. I go to her house, I see an ambulance. So then I'm like, so what's happening? So what was this? And they was like, oh no, you need help. Something's wrong with you. I was like, I'm fine. I get into the hospital, and they drive me to Butler Hospital. I get into the room, they're like, so I'm like, they check me out and see that, they say that, you're super dehydrated. Like, I was like, no, I'm not, I'm totally fine. Look at me, I'm totally fine. And it's like, no, you're dehydrated, you have no food in your system, no food in your belly, what have you been doing? I was like, doing me, I'm built differently. Like, I was so confident that I was told that I was totally okay. I was not okay right. at all. So then they come and do to calm me down, to give me this like a sad to calm me down. I was like, it won't do nothing to me. I'm Zaire Agrate. It hits me, I don't feel nothing. I start working out. I'm doing push-ups, literally in the hospital.
Yeah.
Boom. Now I feel like I'm getting bored. I'm like, I want to leave. I want to leave now. So when I was about to try to leave, they brought 50, not 50, but like I know at least the whole room was full of not security, but the whole room was full of people trying to stop me. I was like, why are y'all acting this right now? I figured out that from one of the workers, my associate that brought an ambulance to the house told them that basically on my fighting book, that I knew how to box, that I knew how to do this, and that I was but like she told all my strengths that I was good at. So when I got up to leave, they thought I was going to attack them.
Right.
I was like, I'm not attacking y'all, but if y'all want to fight, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I took my coat off. I have my shirt.
Like, I'm good. I don't need help.
I'm ready. Let's go. Come on, let's get me. And just like, I'm gonna give you another shot. Let's give me another shot. Fuck that shit. Hell no. I'm fine. But then like something in my head just told me like, take the shot, take it. So I was like, I'm gonna take it. I took it. Now that one knocked you out. What? I said I'm doing push-ups again. I'm like, I'm getting more tired now. I found out I can keep going. They turned the lights off on me. The lights got me.
Lights.
Let me lay down, go to sleep now. I'm lay down. I wake up, so I figured out that it was called Edent or something like that, some kind of relaxer. I wake up, I'm in a room, and it's completely dark, but I'm still on it, so I'm so sleepy. I'm like very like lucid. I'm very lucid right now. So then I remember getting into an ambulance, and I'm walking through these rooms, and then I remember right now I'm just signing things. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, what am I doing? But they tell me to sign stuff. And I walk into my patient room. That's still not really Zaire. I'm still very lucid. I get into the room the next day. That when the Edent, all that stuff now is fully gone. Now I'm actually like aware where I'm at. So I walk out of the room, I'm like, where am I right now? I gotta leave. What am I doing here? They're like, no, you're in a mental hospital. I was like, mental hospital?
Yeah.
I fucking need mental hospital. Cause I was still had a mental episode at that point in time. So I don't need a mental hospital. I don't need a mental hospital. It's like, no, you do. I was like, when can I leave? And they just said maybe 2 weeks or a week. I was like, I can't be here for fucking 2 weeks. It was like, you can and you will because you've been 302. I was like, 302, what that mean? It's like 302 minutes somebody sign you in here. I was like, no, I signed myself in here. I figured out when I was signing papers, I was signing my 302.
You were signing 302.
Yeah. I was not even that. I was signing the permission, the associate that sent me to the hospital. I was signing my rights to her. And when I was lucid, I kept saying my wife, even though we wasn't married, but it's my girlfriend. I kept saying my wife, and my lucid state. So that whole time I was signing all the stuff to literally give her the power to now dictate that I'm labeled as crazy now. So I was still too. And I literally snapped. I was like, I'm not fucking staying here. I'm not staying here. You're not letting me stay here. So then they had to bring like fucking 5 guys to keep me down. I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here. They shot me down. They pulled me to a room. I'm like, this not gonna hold me. It hold me. It hold me.
Watch this shit.
I was like, okay. I'm not as strong as I thought no more. I'm like trying to get out of my room. So I lay down. They come in and give me another shot. It's not gonna affect me.
Out.
So now the 3rd day I wake up, my medic episode is gone now. I'm like fully Zaire now. And I'm like, so what's the next step? How can I leave? So then they put me on medication. I have never in my life had medication before, ever. Never liked it, never, none of that stuff. So that one medication, I'm getting these phone calls from my associate, that's what was my girlfriend at the time, and my mom calling, everyone calling me. So I'm talking to her, I'm like, hey, I'm be out soon, but her responses are making me seem like that I'm not gonna be out for a while. Her response was like, something was off. Something was off. I couldn't. Something was totally off. My mom called me. She's crying. Everyone crying. I'm like, what is happening? Because like that Zaire I was answering the phone call was actually Zaire. At that point in time, them last 4 weeks was all blurry. I had no memory. None. So I'm gonna fast forward, but then after that, a week go in, and I'm just like, I say fuck it. I say honestly, bro, I'm here for a reason. I said no, it's not. I see very peaceful here. I actually could think now. I actually could actually rethink of myself. I actually could. And then I found actually someone gave me a Bible. I started reading the Bible more. I started going to a Bible every day. I started reading. I started praying again. I started getting more in touch with myself again. I'm feeling good. I'm not answering any calls no more. I'm not letting people destroy my energy. So then I'm starting to feel very zen now, very zen. But the medication, it is making me still feel like a little like negative and stuff like that. So they're tracking me now for the next 2 to 3 weeks, seeing how I'm doing on the medication. They put me on lithium. Lithium is a mood stabilizer. But mood stabilizer, what it does, it also makes you kind of negative. So they gave me a mood stabilizer, and since I was so dehydrated, so out of so depleted of all my sources, I had to get onto a for your heart. My blood pressure was so high that they said that I could have died from a heart attack. That's how down my body had nothing.
It was bad.
It was bad. So I was on heart medication as well. So I was on lithium and heart medication. And lithium, I was on like, well, how many was it? I just know it was a lot. I don't remember the exact number. I know it was a high. It was like 1,200, I think, something like that. A dose of lithium. It was high. So the first day, I'm not feeling nothing, I don't feel anything. I'm like, but then the 4th day I'm taking this, man, I feel good. I mean, like, I feel good. So I talked to my grandma, and she let me know. She said, hey, Zaire, I never told you this, but we're actually prone to mental issues. Your grandfather on my side, he had bipolar. So then that happened. So I'm figuring all this stuff I'm figuring out all this stuff about me. I'm figuring out that it actually is normal, that this is supposed to happen. My family, my grandma's side, they have mental issues like personality disorder, bipolar disorder, stuff like that. But you tell me something, I'm like, oh shit, that's why I had it. It happens to you at that age gap of 20 and 21. When it was happening to me, that was the perfect time. It's supposed to happen. So when I had that phone call, I go back into my Zen state. I'm like, I bet now. Now I know that me being crazy was not, I say, good thing. So then I'm going to the classes are teaching me how to work on myself. So then I'm finally now able to leave now. I'm getting to the point, I'm fast forwarding a lot, but
yeah.
I'm getting to a point now that I said I'm able to leave now. So on the day I'm about to actually get released, they brought me a phone and I had a phone call. The cop called me, he was like, hey Zaire, where have you been? Are you good? I was like, mental hospital the last 4 weeks. I figured out associate mines when I was in the mental hospital. Associate mines was telling the cop told me this himself, and so did everyone else. Told me that associate mines were basically telling everyone that I actually was a mob boss, and that I was that what happened to them was just the beginning state. Like that this was all part of my plan. Like this was me going to the hospital was all a plan. Like everything was a plan. Everything was a plan, and that I have houses in this place and I have houses in that, and like I'm that dude. Like I'm the main organization that whole time. So he was like sounds to me. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, my memory is very, very blurry. So then so the day that I'm about to finally get admitted and finally get released, I'm feeling good. I'm not getting released now. Now now the cop have come pick me up from the mental hospital, fully handcuff me, everything, and take me to the Butler jail. So literally when I thought I was about to go home and finally be done with this, no, I was not done. I had to go to the court. I had to get driven from the Butler, from the mental hospital. That was East End Mental Hospital. I had to get drove to the Edent City courthouse in Edent City.
Yep.
And she told me my charges. She said, I was doing all that stuff, and then they told me my sentence. That was really broke me. She said that from what I did could be for 7 years or longer. That dropped like my heart. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up. But then I was so much of a polite person, and everyone knew that the person that they were seeing at that time wasn't me. I had the coaches, I had parents, I had everyone telling me that, oh, that person we seen was not Zaire. It was not Zaire. So I had all of them backing me up. Even Coach Bushley, the day that I was going to the courthouse, he came to the courthouse and he talked to me. He was like, Zaire, I know that right now it seems like a hard time, but you're going to get through this. And by the time I was like, I'm bawling, I'm crying, I'm like, I'm not.
You're hurt.
I'm done. So then they told me all that stuff. So then now I get driven to the Butler jail now. I get driven to the Butler jail. But I got lucky. I got very grateful. The cops that picked me up was good cops. They actually gave me, I ain't eating the food that whole day. They drove me to the gas station and they gave me pizza and water and stuff like that. And I ate pizza and water, and I ate water, but chunk water, pizza and water. Good cops give me a lot of good advice. The cops are telling me this to let me know your associate. He told everything about you. Like he told everything. Like he told everything. We see that you're a good kid. We have coaches. We have people telling us that you are a good kid. This is a lesson that you have to learn. This had to happen to you. And by the time I was like, he's just talking. But he's like, no, like, and he said the whole ride. He's just giving me more advice. I get in Butler jail. I have a very different viewpoint of jail because my dad went to jail. Everyone in my family went to jail. I was like, oh damn, I'm out to fight somebody. Like this is gonna be like, this is a time now. I go in there. This security guard is honestly a weirdo, but he first night seen me, he was like, young boy, man, how much you weigh? I was like, 200 or something like that. He was like, yeah, man, you look good. I was like, thank you for that. Yeah. So then he take me to the room, and then I have to get undressed now. So I'm like, all right. Time for that anal search. I started to happen. But he was like, no man, that's all in the movies. So all I need to do is take clothes off and turn around and cough a couple times. I was like, thank you, Lord. So then I take my clothes off, I take everything off, I turn around, I do my thing, the cough. He put me into a jail cell, and I'm sitting in a jail cell. I'm just like sitting there like this. I honestly defeated. But then my mom, I'm fast forwarding a lot, but my mom plays bell on me. She got me out at night, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, I'm honestly excited to see everyone, honestly. So I'm not really thinking about everything that just happened. I get out, I get my mom driving back to my house. I have my siblings and everyone there. They come and hug me, and like we all get happy and excited. I call my girlfriend. I tell her that I'm out. She excited as hell. I see her the next day. I stay at my mom's house for the night. But then I walk back to my apartment. My apartment was tore down. Tore down. There was the associate that was living here at the time. A lot of my stuff, like I said, was gone. A lot of my things that I personally bought was gone. I had my associate living with me at the time, but a lot of my stuff was gone. My Xbox was gone, was stolen. petty stuff was stolen, like newspaper, like not newspaper, but toilet paper, small stuff. This small petty thing that was stolen was it was stolen like it was just frustrating. But my whole house was tore down, tore down, beat down badly. So then I already feel down. I feel distrusted now. I feel like I was like, how can I get from this? The first thing I did, I cleaned everything. But I took a picture of everything how it was before. Before I did anything, I cleaned one room at a time. One room at a time. So now I will get back to crushing eggs. All that stuff I was going through, all that stuff was preparing me for something. I had to realize that I'm only going through all these things because God has something for me. He has something for me. He has something for me. Something for me. Something. There's a reason why I'm doing it. There's a very big reason. So my daughter was born. She was born May 19th. And then when she was born and I actually was holding her, it's a big difference. Her being in the stomach is not that real yet. But when I was holding her, I had a picture on my Instagram of me holding my daughter when she was first born. When I seen her, that was the switch. That me seeing her was the switch. But for the truth of y'all, I didn't go the next day and start training out heavily. I didn't go the next day and become that man. No, I started small. I started very small. I just put my way up. And I knew there was days that I honestly did not want to get up. I wanted to stay in bed. Because medication lithium, it made you depressed as well. Even though it was a mood stabilizer and kept you balanced, it made you very depressed. Very depressed. And my doctor, he wanted to get me more medication. He wanted to give me more and more and more. And I was like, I can't do the medication. The medication is not helping me. It's breaking me down. So all that happened. Daughter was finally born at a time my co-parent is living with me. So I had my daughter 24/7. So at the time, I would wake up, and as soon as I wake up, I would look at my daughter. Before I do anything, I look at her. That was the change because I wanted to get up and be like, oh man, I'm so sore and tired. I hate my life. I hate this. And I was some days. Some days I'd be like, I hate myself. I'll be crying to my co-parent. And that was good advice. Don't ever cry for you. Don't ever cry for your girl. Unless it's a good one, don't do it. Yeah. That fucked me up because once I was crying in front of her, telling her my weakness and my lostness, it made her lose from my viewpoint, lose respect for me. Yeah. And she totally did. From my viewpoint, the respect was gone. So don't do it, y'all. Unless you have a good person, do not do it. It's not gonna pay off. So yeah, I am crying every day. I'm saying how much I hate my job. I'm still, but for my daughter, I made sure that every time my daughter was next to me, even if I hated myself, I faked it. I faked it. I was like, oh, I'll be, even though I wasn't happy and I still hated. Them times wasn't one of my most miserable times ever. But I knew that if I showed her that even though her daddy's going through a lot, if I smile, it will help. Yeah. So I did that. Even when, as soon as she got in my hand, I just started smiling. Before that, even when she was getting up, I was preparing to be happy, to be positive. Some days didn't always work out. Some days I was still negative and still upset. But my daughter was in my hand. I made sure of it. When she was in my hand, I had to be confident. I had to be a person that I see myself in every single night. So the best advice I give for any young individual: know that your daughter and your son, or whatever the gender is, whatever they want to be, they are going to be happy if you're happy. They don't know the difference between fake happy and real happy. They're still absorbed right now. So they're only absorbing what you're giving them. They're only perceiving what you're perceiving for them. So if they see you smiling, they're gonna smile. They don't know you're faking it. They don't know you're faking it because they don't know fake or real yet. They're still babies. Right. But they're absorbing that. That absorbing ability is with them as soon as they're born. You're absorbing no matter what. You have to fake it until you make it. Yeah, I know that's why I've probably been wrong everywhere. Fake it until you make it, because eventually you're gonna actually be happy. Eventually you are gonna be confident. Fake it. Best way to do, fake it until you actually are there. Your daughter and your son, all they want is you. Is you. I was so worried about. I was going on Instagram. I was seeing everyone partying, having a good time, having fun, having these nice cars, driving, looking nice. I was like, man, how am I a good father for her? How am I a good father for her if they have these cars and I have no car? How am I a good father for her? I still have a big belly and they have 6 packs. How am I a good father? But I started noticing I'm comparing myself to other people. I didn't notice that. I'm not, nothing about me is wrong, but I'm comparing myself to other people that are not doing what I'm doing, that are not going through what I'm doing. So I had to change my mind and say, oh no, I woke up today. I'm gonna be the best father for this girl, the best I can. So every day I try to do it. I did differently. I made my morning so hard that when the time she woke up, it was easy. I worked out. I did everything I hate doing in the morning. I worked out in the morning. I ran in the morning. Everything I hated doing, I did in the morning. And by the time she was even up, I already did my whole stuff. Now this is easy now. Best advice I give to any young person that have a child is just be yourself. Stop comparing yourself to other people. No matter what, their opinion of you, it won't change you or it won't help you. It's our opinion. Opinion to mean that is their opinion of you. They only see you when you're outside. They don't see you when you're at home. They don't see you when you're doing this. They don't see none of this. They see what they want to see. So their opinion of you or you compare yourself to other people, don't do anything for you. It make it worse. You have to be able to be excited and proud of yourself for the small wins. Make you big, small win. Give your daughter a hug, small win.
Big one. That's a big one right there.
It's big one, see? all that. And like I said, it's all about how you perceive it. If you perceive it, it's the real. If you perceive it, you're gonna love it. If you perceive that if you fake it, even if you at that moment you are so depressed, fake it. Fake it. Make your mind believe that you are doing good. And you will do good.
Yeah. I love that so much.
You have to do that way.
It's small wins, man. We've said it over and over again, and I think we've touched all the bases for you.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get ready to wrap this up here in a second. We have this one part of the podcast where we get to add 3 songs to a playlist that we have on Spotify and Apple Music. And you get to choose 3 songs. Noah gets to choose 3 songs. I get to choose 3 songs.
Okay.
So I'll let you know if... we already have them in there, but you can add inspirational songs. You can add songs that you listen to just on the daily, or anything that you love to listen to.
I'm sure.
So, for example, I'll go first. I'm gonna do "A Cold Sunday" by Lil Yachty. I love that song. I love Lil Yachty. Then I'm gonna do. I'll do "Bandit" by Don Toliver. Love that song too. If you're getting a little bit static, just hold her away from the...
Yeah, I was noticing.
Yeah, you're good. It's just if it's close. And then one more I'll do is what's it called? I'll do what have I been listening to? Okay, Didn't You Know? What am I doing? There we go. Didn't You Know? It's by Erykah Badu. Do you see that?
Erykah Badu, yeah.
Yep. So those are my 3. And Noah, you can go next, or Zaire, if you have 3 songs that you like.
Let me see.
You can be anything. We got all types of genres in here.
Okay. So the biggest thing for me is that I normally listen to music. I listen to only beats. So
Got it.
Meek Mill type beat. But when I do listen to music, I listen to 50 Cent in a Spotify playlist. So I listen to, like right now, like I like 50 Cent, The Candy Shop, or 50 Cent, like this one right now, like, good one.
I like Candy Shop for it. I love 50 Cent too.
Yeah, okay, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Got it.
And then I have one for Eminem. So my 2 all I listen to no matter what is 50 Cent and Eminem.
Patiently Waiting.
What's that?
It's Patiently Waiting, the one with 50 Cent and Eminem.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. That's it. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
There we go.
And I like that. So my 3 would be 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, and 50 Cent, Candy Shop. And then I'm not gonna do Eminem, but I like this one too. 50 Cent, It's Your Birthday.
Yeah.
And the reason why I choose the music I like to listen to, because music is very powerful and energy based. When you're doing energy based, you want to have music that is helping you. 50 Cent is the #1 best hustlers in the game now. And hustle means that no matter what he's going through,
He's gonna keep working.
keep working, and that's the best thing he could do.
Yeah. No, you got your 3?
Yeah, I got Nina by 21 Savage. It was a new album, American Dream.
Yeah.
I got Bow Down by Jody and that Mexican OT. And I got These Days by the Rudimentals.
These days?
Yeah.
Let me see. Who was that again? These days? Rudimental?
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good song, too.
Fire song.
So again, Zaire, I'm so blessed to have you on this podcast. I'm so blessed to have known you as a person, too. Or to know you as a person, not to
first off, there has to be some type of nonsense.
there does have to be.
Are you, what's the Brad's name?
Brad's name?
Brad, the milk guy, Brad.
Bradley Martin?
Bradley Martin.
Oh, you know who Bradley Martin is? He's from, you may not know him.
I'm better with faces. Me and names are very challenging.
Faces? Okay. Try to show him a picture of Bradley Martin.
His main question to anyone that ever goes on his podcast is, can you take me? How much? Go over his stats real quick.
Yeah, his only stat is that he's 260.
260.
260 pounds. But that's just because he's a power lifter.
You taking?
This guy, he's crazy.
Are you taking this dude in a fight?
And he has no fight background.
This
He's just
his
260
favorite
pounds.
question to anyone. He has a lot of fighters on his show.
Yeah.
Do you think you could take me?
That's his first thing.
That's this guy.
Oh.
Have you seen him before?
I have seen him before. Yes.
Yeah.
Did somebody do a MMA fight?
They like spar all the time.
Yeah.
Second question. Dream fight right now. Who would you want to fight?
That's a good
Dream
question.
fight right now. I honestly want to fight Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
I
What
would love to
about
fight
just
Mike
get
Tyson. Just get the feeling.
Yeah.
See how.
what about fighters like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney?
Yes, I would like to fight all of them, but a weight class is differently.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But the reason why I like to fight people that are better than me because you learn that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to fight Logan Paul. What's the
Jake Paul.
Who's fighting? Who's a boxer?
Both of them are.
Both of them?
Yeah.
I want to fight both of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would be.
What about KSI?
I'll fight KSI too. Honestly, I'll fight all of them. Honestly,
Yeah.
all of them would be a great time to fight all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah, KSI.
Yeah, I love KSI.
Yeah. Him, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, all of them.
I love that too because I think they get a lot of shade just because they're YouTube boxers.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that you can look at them and say, "Hey, they're better than me. Let me get in the ring with them. I want to try."
I want to try and see how far. Because everyone that's better than you, like I said, it makes you learn. You hit a wall, you go more.
Yeah.
You hit a wall, go more. But now you know what. Now you know that okay, I'm not good at this one. I'm not good at punching, or I'm not good at speed. You only know what you're not good at by somebody punching you.
Yeah.
That's how I learn.
Yeah. If you can name your top, we'll go top 3 boxers of all time. All time. Your top 3. It doesn't have to be like sport.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I'm gonna go my top 3 real quick.
Yeah.
Pacquiao, Mayweather, Triple G.
My 3 is gonna be all in boxing. Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, and Mike Tyson.
I think those are unanimously like the top.
And the reason why I have Floyd Mayweather above Mike Tyson, because Floyd Mayweather, he wasn't just a good boxer. He was a good everything. He was a good at talking over the news. He was
a good businessman.
He was a good businessman. What make you and the reason why all these are always at the top, not because of him being as a good boxer. Because the time when he was fighting, he had to fight for not just, he was fighting for his skin color. He was fighting for a reason. That would make him the greatest. Not really his ability, yes, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
He's Ali.
Ali, but what he was fighting for, he was fighting at a time that everyone hated him in that ring, and he still was fighting and still doing good. Mike Tyson was he's a great boxer and fighter, but at the end of his career, you see how it went downhill because he was getting. In my opinion, he was getting distracted by too many things. He started and he had a good team at first and was getting built, but you can't give all of that to one person at that young age. Floyd Mayweather, he honed his mind. His mind was pretty.
It was boxing.
It was boxing.
Money team, baby.
Yes. And it started like that. Ali is good because of what he fought for. For Mayweather is good because he was fighting not for a big reason, but he was a good businessman. He was able to keep his money. And right now he's even making more than what he was when he was fighting his career because he made it into a business. He did just boxing. He made it into business, and then Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson he did very good in the beginning of his career, but then he had the record. For Mayweather, Got 50. I think it's 51-0 right there.
It's
Yeah.
50. Yeah, it's 50 and 0.
50-0, yeah. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
You can't beat
Yeah,
that.
50 and 0 is an
Yeah.
insane stat to
Yeah.
hold, especially for his tenure too. Like he boxed a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. Do you think you would ever just try MMA just to try?
People have been asking me that so much.
You really?
So
It's a
have
very big
nothing-
different discipline.
I have nothing against MMA, and I would definitely love to always try it. But I don't want to have to worry about people's feet kicking me. You know what I mean? That's my biggest thing. I have no issue with it. I would always love to try and wrestle and play around with it. But until I have to worry about somebody kicking me.
Imagine you're fighting MMA and you turn your head and there's a toe lands in your mouth.
Right. There's so many things. There's so many things.
He
Like,
slips a jab and throws a head kick. You're like, what the hell just happened?
wrestling, like I said, I tried it in high school. I have nothing against wrestler. That's too close to me.
Yeah.
That's too close.
Yeah.
Like, I said I have no issue with it. Do you? That's your sport, but that's too close to me. It's way too
Wrestling on
close.
top of each other.
And that I'm talking about a toe could be your mouth, balls could be your mouth too.
Full mouth on your face.
You could literally be looking like this and you're looking at his butthole. I can't have that. I'm cool. I would rather just box you, knock you out, and get out. I don't want to have to. Cause now, if I lose that fight, I get knocked out. Now my last image is your ass in my face.
One of the funniest pictures I've ever seen was this wrestling match, and this dude, he's pinned. He just looks like this. You can see the dude's wiener print
His
on.
balls are just
literally like the
face.
whole print is sitting right here. He just looks like this.
Yeah, cause because he's like, I'm losing the fight.
To this
and
dude's
in my
wiener.
face.
Yeah, and dude's wieners in my
And
face.
dudes like at least in boxing, all you do is lose.
Yeah.
You just lose. You know what I mean? You go off and you figure something out. And that point in time, now you gotta think about like, what's taking my face? I'm not okay with that.
Now you gotta go home and think about it.
You're sleeping in the night. Is it really just a dick in my face?
Now you see pictures on Instagram of that same dick in your face.
Like, damn, that was
the whole
big.
fight night, make them.
It don't even matter no more.
Now I can't put a dick in your face now.
There'd be so many memes.
Yes,
Just like, it would, yeah, I get that too. I
That's
get
my
that.
only thing.
Yeah.
I've been asked that question so many times.
Yeah.
So many times.
It's funny because everyone fighters get asked that all the time, and it's just I have respect for the MMA guys too. I don't box, I don't wrestle, I don't do nothing, so I should have respect for everyone, which I do. But to be able to master so many different disciplines of fighting, I think is cool too. But to be very good for you, like to be so good at boxing, it's literally like precision, accuracy, strength. Like it's all the things that go into boxing that make it so hard, and I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I love watching boxing. I love watching fighting, and
Me too.
it's a fun thing to watch because it for some, I think people see it as a brutal sport, which it is a brutal sport, but some others also see it as art and poetry.
Oh yeah.
And it's literally poetry. Like if you watch Ali, when that dude threw like 20 punches and Ali slips and you slow it down, it looks like poetry in motion. Like he's just flowing.
It looked like the water, the wave.
Yeah.
And I did want to leave us with a powerful quote.
Mm-hmm.
I like quotes a lot. This is my favorite quote by Albert Einstein. He said, "Imagination is the preview of life coming attractions." Mm-hmm. So you ever think about that? I'm gonna say it one more time. Imagination is the light. This car. I want to sneeze.
You good?
That would have been bad. That would have been bad. That's very right there. Imagination is the light. The best way to say it, I want people to actually really absorb this.
Yeah.
Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life coming attractions. Mm-hmm. And that means that anything you imagine inside this head, and this mind is a preview to everything.
If you make it happen.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
Manifestation, yes.
Yeah, no,
yes.
I always say I say manifestation all the time. Like, if you think you can do it, you can do
That
it.
probably comes up every podcast.
Yeah, it's especially with the dreamers too. Like when we were talking, we've had artists come on here sometimes too, and I'll just be like, dude, the one thing that I noticed that everyone does, sure they work hard, sure they're passionate about what they do.
Yeah.
But from a young age, they thought that they could do it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And I think that is the one thing that all people should absorb is that if you can imagine it, you can do it.
You do it. No matter what.
There is
no matter what.
like the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
And anyone can start anywhere. with anything or nothing at all. And
Sometimes you have to get really high to see how small you really are.
Yes, that's very true. Very true. I medically, how can I say it? I do sometimes be medically induced. It is a very good feeling.
just to relax.
Just to relax the body. If you're on that, it's medical, and it's very relaxing. It's a very good feeling to relax. Like I said, sometimes you got to be medically induced so high that you understand that. Is that real?
Now you're taking stuff in.
Yeah, and that's how it helps. I'm telling you, man. You just build and you grow. The best thing that I can say to anyone is just be yourself. Be yourself, even though...
Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
Be yourself. Because no matter what, everyone in this world, they try and be someone that they're not. Everyone trying to be this or that dude, this woman, this dude. If you walk into the streets, you walk into anywhere and just be yourself, people will attract to you. Be yourself. No matter what, man, at the end of the day, you're still going home to your bed and laying down, going to sleep like everyone else. You're still putting your socks on the same way, like everyone else. But now I have a question for you, though.
Yeah.
What made you start the podcast?
For me, podcasting. Long story short, this is actually the first time the viewers are hearing this. When my dad passed, my dad had stage 4 glioblastoma, it's a brain cancer. And so for a year...
Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. Yeah, it's not fun. For a year, he couldn't say anything but, oh, can do, yes and no. But he also had Broca's area aphasia and Wernicke's area aphasia, which is 2 parts of your brain that control speech. One makes it like a word salad, like you know what you're trying to say, but all the words, it's like they're all scrambled up. And the other is that you're just, the words aren't even coming out, so he really couldn't talk. And for my dad, he was he was a dreamer, but he was also a realist.
Okay.
And he said to me, you're just going to go be a financial advisor, start doing all the finance stuff, do what I did. And I was like, okay. And then as soon as he got diagnosed with cancer, something in me switched. And I didn't start podcasting right away, but I said, what am I good at? I like talking to people. Yeah. I like sharing stories, and I want people to be able to succeed because I have succeeded. And a podcast is a great space for that, because now people can be attracted to me because now they're attracted to you, and vice versa. And I love doing this so much because, to be totally honest, he's a friend from high school. This is the first time that me and Zaire have really sat down and ever really talked to each other. Yes. I said, what up, Z, in the hallway. Yeah. We'll be saying hi, go to class. But this is the first time I talked to you. But I always knew that there was something about you that was a hustler, even from high school. And now that I get to share your story between mental health and how to be a father at a young age, now people realize they're not alone. Yeah. And that was one of the things that whenever my dad was diagnosed with cancer was, I feel like I'm a sea of being alone. I feel like my dad is the only one with cancer, because now it was during COVID too, so we weren't allowed to go out. We were stuck with it all the time in the house. And now that I'm able to do this, I realize I'm not the only one. Yeah. And thank God, but also, unfortunately, I'm not the only one, and people have to deal with cancer in their everyday life too. But I want to be able to share your story and be able to share mine and his and anyone who else comes on here to enlighten the future people of this world and help them try to become better people. Yeah. And that's really what I try to do, because it's nothing but nonsense. We can come in here and talk about comedy if we want to, talk about whatever and try to make people laugh. But it's also nothing but nonsense, because now I can talk about anything. Yeah. And now we can talk about mental health and have somewhat of a serious podcast and be able to talk about the things to help other people. Yeah. And, we were still able to do some comedy stuff, talk about the top best boxers, Bradley Martin. Like, we're still able to do the things that we love. But for this is my thing. Yeah. And I want this to be my thing for the rest of my life. But yeah, thank you for that question. That's the first time we've been asked that too. But yeah, no, you got anything else to add?
Not really, man.
Manifest and be you is what I got out of today.
The last thing I gotta add is this, to the camera, for everyone there. When I was in Barrett in school, I was told that I couldn't comprehend things. I was told that I would never have a good speech. I was told that I would be in jail by 18 my whole entire life. I was told that I would be a drug addict. I was told that my mom was nobody. I was told that it would be impossible to me to be on TV, impossible to be famous, impossible. I was told that I was a bad kid, trouble kid, that I was crazy, everything about me was wrong. I was told everything about me was wrong, that everything that I did was wrong. The way I talked, the way that I moved, the way that my teeth was, the way that my skin color was, everything about me was that it was impossible to be on TV. I told my mom when I was younger, I said, I'm going to be successful, Mom. I told her. I don't even know how I was going to do it, but I said, I'm going to be successful, Mom. See, the only one in my family who believed in me. Everyone else, parents, school teachers all said that I was not going to do anything in life, that I was going to be dead by 17, that I would literally not make it to 18 years old, that I would be dead because I would be in gang violence, that I would be idiot, that I couldn't comprehend, that I was dyslexic, that I had speech impediment, I couldn't talk. You be on TV? That's impossible. It's impossible. You talking? It's impossible. You can't even say this word. You can't even talk correctly. You can't even do anything correctly. How are you going to be on TV? How are you going to make money for your family? How are you going to save your family? You can't do none of that. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look who I became now. And this is not even the first chapter yet. This is the introduction. I can pronounce now multi-syllable words. Before, I couldn't even say syllable. I couldn't even say rock. I couldn't even say any kind of word that I say now. I couldn't say none of this stuff. It was so hard for me. Everything was hard. I was told that I would be nothing in this world. Nothing. Look at me now.
We're here.
Look at me now.
We're here.
Look at how I talk now. Look at how I maneuver now. Look at how I walk now, talk. Look at what I do. Everything I do now is for a reason. Mm-hmm. I'm a father. I have all these things now. I wouldn't have had any of this if I didn't go through that. Mm-hmm. I had to be told I wasn't gonna be the best to be the best. I had to be told I wasn't gonna be good at football to be the best football. I had to be told I wouldn't be good at boxing, best boxer. I had to be told that stuff because that was God testing me. That was God giving me that reason to be the best. Now everyone that told me that I wasn't gonna be it, look at me now. Mm. And this is not even the end. This is not even the beginning. This is the introduction. This is nothing. Nothing. Well, I'm going to be in 5 years, 10 years, 11 years, 14 years. Right now is the grind time. It's time to hustle and have some little bit of nonsense. But when it's time to hustle. Get it done. Because no matter what, you will control your life. Mm-hmm. No one knows what they're doing in life. But you start now, it's going to pay off. Mm-hmm. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're black, white, gay, lesbian. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you identify as a tree, as a dog. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care what you have. I don't care who you are as a person. Start now. Start today. It's going to work off. It's going to work out. Just do it every single fucking day. Every single day. Something has to switch. My switch was going to jail, going to the mental hospital, and everyone seeing that I wasn't the best. That was my switch, and having a daughter. And now, there's nothing can stop me now, besides myself. Your worst enemy you could be is yourself. Mm-hmm. That's the worst enemy from Thomas Edison. The worst enemy that you could ever meet in this world is always going to be you. Fuck everyone else. Mm-hmm. Everyone else.
Move out the way.
Move out the way. If you don't want it as much as I do, then you don't want it enough. Mm-hmm. Like the quote you said, everyone got a gift. Everyone gets through something. Everyone is. But your discipline outworked everyone's talent. Your determination outworked everything. A person can be naturally gifted with anything. Naturally gifted, naturally talented. Could be the best person in everything. But if that person don't do that every single day, he would lose that. But now say a person that was given none of that. He had nothing. Mm-hmm. Somehow in 6 months now he's doing better than the person that was doing it that had talent. Talent only get you so far. Talent only get you from here to here. That's all you do. But now the determination, discipline, it gets from here to there. Mm-hmm. And it's that extra work. And farther. And then you just get to a point that you have to work out now. You have to do it. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna leave y'all. Do it every day. Start one at a time. Like you said, small wins. Make that big. Small wins. Stop eating 5 Twinkies. Eat 4 Twinkies. Small winners. You start small, you work your way up.
Yeah.
You keep going, keep going, keep going. And that's just how it was to be. And I always say, stay blessed and keep grinding.
I love that. I love
Stay
that.
blessed
Zaire.
and keep grinding.
Dude, thank you for coming on the podcast. It was a true blessing to have you on here. Do you have any upcoming fights you're looking at? Because I'll plug those dates.
Yeah, so I didn't get, so I was told if I got called today that I'd be fighting March 2nd. I didn't get called as of right now, so I'll be fighting March 9th or March 22nd. If you're familiar with Wexford, it'll be at that biggest church in Wexford.
Mm-hmm.
So either March 9th or March 22nd. But I'll make sure to let him know and he'll let y'all know.
I'll let him know.
For sure. But yeah, it'll be either March, I ain't get called yet, so I'm guessing it's gonna be March 9th, March 22nd. I think March 9th and both of them days, I think March 9th is on Saturday and March 22nd I think is on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know his name already. His name, what's the man's name? I think like Joe. It's something. I don't care. I know I'm gonna win.
That's all that matters.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Win. I don't care how I do it. I'm gonna win.
I love that.
No matter what. So that's the only thing and then I have my assurance exam, my state exam on Wednesday at 8 o'clock and at 9 o'clock. Once I pass that, I finally get life insurance and make the good investments and good stuff. But the biggest thing right now is that I fight.
Keep boxing.
Keep boxing. That's gonna help with everything else.
Yep.
Everything else.
Love it. Yeah, so just let me know those dates and I'll let them know whenever this video goes out, which will probably be like Tuesday-ish.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, again, I love it, Zaire. I'm blessed to have you as a friend. I'm blessed to have you on this podcast, Noah too. Keep manifesting, be you. We'll see you in the next episode. Deuces.
You can't manage this, can't break this bar funded.